A new study has found that babies born through IVF are more likely to do better at school, but also be more depressed. The study, conducted by the University of Helsinki, recorded 280,000 children born in Finland between 1995 and 2000 until they turned 18. It compared babies born through assisted reproductive technology, ART, techniques such as IVF treatment, artificial insemination and ovulation induction to those conceived naturally. Researchers discovered that children conceived by ART performed better in school and were less likely to drop out and more likely to be employed compared to naturally conceived adolescents, although admitted external factors may be more of an influence than the method of conception. Researchers of the study, published in the European Journal of Population, say socioeconomic backgrounds are an important factor, with researchers reporting there is no evidence the IVF treatment causes mental health problems but rather external influences. It found any differences between the two groups mostly disappeared when family circumstances were accounted for, suggesting that socioeconomic background is an important factor in explaining this advantage. Whilst we don't have the data to explain why those born by medically assisted reproduction are at slightly higher risk of mental health disorders, we believe that this may be due to different mechanisms, lead author Dr. Hanna Remes from the University of Helsinki said. After accounting for family circumstances, the study revealed that ART-conceived children were at an increased risk of developing a mental health disorder, particularly anxiety or depression, with around 10% of ART-conceived adolescents receiving a mental health diagnosis between ages 16 to 18. Comparatively, 9% of naturally conceived adolescents receive a mental health diagnosis by the same age. Alternatively, they may be more apprehensive about their child's welfare and more likely to make sure their child attends hospital or visits the doctor, and therefore these children may be more likely to get a diagnosis for certain conditions, Dr. Remes suggested. The authors also noted ART-conceived children are more likely to come from more affluent families with access to financial and emotional resources that benefit their educational outcomes, which could affect the outcome. The study added the area of research is relatively new and underexplored, with the oldest child conceived by IVF now 43. In the USA, approximately 73,831 babies were conceived by ART, according to the Center for Disease Control, accounting for 1.9% of all babies born. The authors said given the rise in the number of children being conceived via ART, it is vital the longer-term consequences of ART on children and young people and understood.